Season 10 is dropping a newt. If you're new or coming back, you need to know exactly what to focus on. In this video, weapon mastery, armor, gathering, leveling, everything you need to succeed is here, brothers. Mass question, how to max gold fast. Don't show up undergeared and underprepared. Let's lock this in and find out if you should rush to max level or take a chill pill. Since there is no fresh start server this time, you got a few questions I guarantee. First, do you make a new character or stick with your old rusted out meat bag? The choice is yours. Want to waste time leveling again? Go ahead. Or stay with your main so he finally feels the love he deserves. Now, if you still have to level, how exactly do we do that? Follow the main story questline, hands down the fastest way to max level. You get a ton of juicy rewards along the way. While you're leveling, you'll see loot scattered everywhere. Trees, rock, random tulips. Don't stress, you can ignore it for now and come back later. Or if you're feeling spicy, grab it as you go. Totally your call. Later, I'll break down exactly which professions to focus on, which to skip, and how to gather the coins that actually matter. Because let's be honest, that's all that matters. Leveling covered? Good. Let's talk about weapons. And how to pick your main? More important than leveling itself. Here we'll break down level mastery, fast, how to make good combos so you actually can slap in both PvE and PvP. In New World Aeternum, there are 15 weapons to choose from, split into 4 categories. One-handed, keep your other hand free. Move quick, burst attacks. Two-handed, for the Giga Chads who like to swing like a wrecking ball. Range, for the FPS style rats. You can't hide your whiskers, I know what you are. Magical, the Harry Potter wannabes, bless their soul. A moment of silence. If you like trading hits and brawling, two-handed is your go-to. One-handed, all about precise timing and fast combos. Magicals, you do you. I'm not here to judge. Next, check your attributes. Hover over the weapon you want to see and see what it scales with. Example, rapier. I love rapier. It scales with dexterity and intelligence paired with any weapon. Dex, int, weapon, and boom, you're tearing through mobs and players like a hot knife through butter. My favorite combo, great sword hatchet. Strength and dex all the way. True love at first sight. Find your weapon soulmate, then dust off that combo for your PvE and PvP journey. We're about to cook. Weapons done, let's talk about trade skills. Time to make some serious gold. I'll show you exactly what to focus on, what to skip, because it's gonna leave you in more debt than my student loans. Let's begin. Overall, for refining, you want to max these bad boys out. Trust me, this is crucial for your daily crafts. More on that in a bit. Crafting, easy. If you want the biggest bang for your buck, focus on arcane or cooking. Cooking, basically Gordon Ramsay level of money making. In Arcana, well, it's Walter White tier explosive profits. Pick your poison. P.S. Don't forget about grinding too. Speed is everything. Now, let's talk about one of the best ways to level up your weapon spots in all of New World. The 2 donuts. These 2 camps here are scattered in restless shores. Run through them like a banshee on a mission. You can scream loudly so they can hear you coming. Use the hatchet or a ranged weapon to pull the enemies, as that's pivotal for our journey to success. Once they see you coming, don't worry, they'll start screaming too. That's how you know you found a brother in arms. They're mainly just jealous at our beautiful hairline, as these men are all bald. More bald than me in real life. That's an accomplishment. Pull all the enemies into this beautiful circle. You can then come back here. See all these homeless men around their tents? Just think, we're doing God's work, freeing them from their suffering. Pull them to this tent right here. Huge DPS phase. Melt everything into oblivion. Boom, bam, done, dusted. We're stacking up more bodies than Jeffrey Dahmer. You can just do the same on the other donut on the other side, as it's just free real estate. Big problem, if someone's here, don't worry, I got you covered. There's 3 more spawns. Let me quickly go over those. Open up your map. Come over here to Great Cleave. Travel this way shrine, and there'll be a repeatable quest here. This one's solid, but I would say it's the worst one out of all these methods. Next one, Brightwood. Travel this way shrine right here. You'll go to the Brightwood Isles. Don't worry, this is where all the PvP ghosts go to live. You'll just do a full circle like this. This should be easily soloable, as these are elite mobs, very low level though. And the final and arguably the best way to level up your weapon, look for an upcoming race. Just type X in the chat for your faction. Don't worry, you don't even have to PvP. You just have to zerg with your brain off, eat your Cheeto dust, and you'll be good to go. As hold the weapon out that you want to level, and bam, you'll be seeing more gains than you do on Instagram with those bodybuilders with steroids. Crazy results. And you're all natty. Something to be proud of. Let's talk about refining and crafting, as this is how you make serious gold in the later game. Refining, super simple. Head over to the market, type in whatever you want to refine. Slap that buy order down, as this is much cheaper than buying it off the market dry, and this will save you a ton of time out there in the wild. You're losing profits. That's not good. I don't want you in a cardboard box. I want you in that penthouse. So don't worry, I'll show you exactly how to make gold even faster later on, so you'll never have to farm again. For crafting, we talked about it earlier. Cooking, Gordon Ramsay style. Arcana, Walter White. Always try and hit max tiers, as this is how you make the most amount of gold. While you're leveling up, always hit the pinnacle of the level you can craft. And while you're going along the way, look for this beautiful first time craft bonus. You'll see a beautiful question mark sitting there, raging at you, asking you to pick it. This is true for every weapon in the entire game, every skill in the entire game. And it's always going to have that amazing first time crafting bonus. Use and abuse this as hard as possible. This is simply the most cost efficient way to level up your professions to max level, so you can save all that gold and put that into Bitcoin and become a millionaire. Next up, gathering. There's lots of ways to do it. Let's break down which ones are worth your time and the tools you're gonna need for your journey. Click this icon on your character. Yep, that's the one that shows you your tools, bags, and all those musical instruments you can't play. First, bags. Always grab one with extra pockets. They give you plus 100 weight, so you can carry way more disappointment through the world. Next, tools. These are your gold makers. Focus on gathering alacrity, run faster. Your X, leaving the server. Mining efficiency, pull more for each raw. Mining yield, double dip that ore. Luck, because sometimes RNG owes you a break. These are essential to have on your gear, as this allows you to flip your mining into maximum profits. Also, put a mode on there, as whenever you break a rock, you'll get a soul mode, and those are generally the most expensive, and you can sell those on the market for extra gold along your journey. Now that your bags, tools are ready, enjoy your gathering journey. I won't go over all the routes on the map. Too much content, but always keep efficiency in mind. Finally, cursed coins. Start stacking these now. Season 10 hits. You don't want to be a broke day one. These guys unlock gear, artifacts, and sweet upgrades. Treat them like rare candy of Aeternum. Let's jump in exactly how to get these. I'm going to farm these bad boys. Come over here to Cutlass Keys, boys, because it's time to become richer than Jeff Bezos. Enter the Well of Fortune. Make sure you buy your glittering golden key every week, as this is crucial for maximum gains. You can also buy a plethora of other things in here, so pick your choosing. There's a lot of valuable stuff. Some can even be flipped on the market, such as stat boost meals and trading skill boosting meals. A free way to make extra gold. I love when my stonks are going up. Where do you put the key? In the chest down here at the bottom of Cutless Keys. Next up, coconuts. These are also farmed in Cutless Keys. These should be essential in Season 10, as right now they're pivotal for leveling up your gear to 725, and the max in Season 10 will be 800. And I don't think they're going to throw away one of their core mechanics. We're dropping into the south side of Cutless Keys. The free-for-all PvP zone. Gear up, good armor, consumables. Because people are coming for you left and right, just like me. Run around like a headless chicken hunting chests. Big chests have a better chance to drop that magnificent coconut. But don't sleep on the small ones. They can drop them too. My chat calls me crazy for saying that, but trust me, I've seen it happen. Keep your eyes peeled. If you die, you lose all your cursed doubloons. To keep them safe, exit the PvP zone intact. Plan for about 15 to 25 minutes until you can grab your first coconut, or you'll get bad RNG like me and be stuck here for 1 hour. Pray that God still has you on his side. Once you've gathered your coconut, make a beeline to the nearest safe zone. Efficiency is everything. Fast in and out max gains. How exactly do we make gold in World Aeternum? There's a ton of ways. First, raid like Hive of Gorgon and Worm essential. Loot drops here. You can flip that on the market for solid profits. No friends, no problem. Enter the trade post, learn how to master this bad boy. It will be your best friend. Buy orders, sell orders. It's a simple. Buy something cheap, flip it for a juicy profit, rinse and repeat. Hands down, the best method is materials such as iron, steel, or calcum. Same for each respective trade skill. This is how I make a ton of gold all the time. Do it right now and you're looking at an easy 50k to 1 million in a couple months, depending on how much you master it and how much you're doing it. Don't sleep on daily quests either. Dungeon runs with your loadouts are insanely profitable. Each daily nets you 1 to 2,000 gold, and you can run this twice a day. Plus, big practice for season 10. If you want a deeper dive into gold making methods, more dailies that you need to be doing, check out my other videos. I break them all down. Every daily trick in the book. Alright, we got gold locked in. Harder than my will to live. Let's talk about artifacts. Trust me, you're gonna need these in season 10. I'll break down the best ones for you so you don't waste your time. Alright, let's talk artifacts. There's over 50 in World Aeternum. But don't stress, we're going to focus on the must-haves so you don't waste months farming trash. Infernal, perfect for magic users. Head over to Great Cleave. Imperium Forge must be the mutated version. Extra damage, easy life. Serenity, PvP track gem, extremely strong. Trust me on this one. Crescent Wave. My goat, level 20 season pass. Shreds people into melted butter. Check my season pass guide in the link down below for the full breakdown. The DPS King, the finisher. Essential for every DPS build for endgame content. You don't want to be a water boy? Grab this. Elysian Wilds, Isles of Zervon. Boom. 3 baby mammoths, mama spawns, heartbreak, chaos, loot. Do God's work, end her existence. Sin, perfect for every hatchet abuser. Brimstone Stands, boss, located right here at West Wall. Squad up, he's hard to solo. I don't think you got the dog in you. Great Axe Abuser, the Abyss. These is farmed through major breach caches. Has to be 65 plus. Good luck, boys, except for those world tours. And the final weapon that you cannot live without, Deep Freeze, extra 15% damage to all chilled enemies. A Canadian's worst nightmare. Weapons done. Let's head over to armor and jewelries, as this is where the fun begins. Attune Leather Pants, plus 11 to all attributes, comes from the main story quest. Basically, think of it as free stonks going up. Same with Old Crown, plus 11 to all attributes. Don't sleep on these. Featherweight, tankiest light build version in the entire game. Open up. It's time to go murder KFC's chicken. Right here on the top of the ridge, shoot down that bird 5 times, bam, you're guaranteed one of the strongest chests in all of Aeternum. Ankh PvP track, great for war rats. Endless Thirst, arguably the best earring in the entire game. Comes with an illegal weapon perk combination. Don't worry, you won't be locked up. Where do you grab this? Elysian Wilds. Savage Divide has to be mutated. Remember, great for extra survivability. Tumbler Feet Wraps, OPR, hands down best in slot artifact for every medium build out there for PvP. If you want to become the best tank in New World Aeternum, Void Darkplate is for you. Your armor's increased by 20%. You're a chonker. Cutlass Keys, Barnacles, mutated. If you hate healers or life-stealing builds, well, Plague Herald's for you. I highly recommend grabbing this because we have no idea how strong healing will be next patch for PvP. And this one, well, it puts them 6 feet under, so grab your shovels, boys, because it's time to go digging for some loot. Open up your map. Head over to a zone that has a race coming up. Participate in that race. Don't worry. You don't have to be there for 45 minutes. Just the last 5 is all that matters. You'll get these beautiful caches. You can't be a loser though, you have to be a winner. So better lock it in. Drink your Mountain Dew. Azoth Conductors, Gorgon, great for mages in medium armor if you want to cast more disappointment. Nimble Cloak, great for healers or DPS builds as CDR essential PvP track. That's going to wrap up the majority of the artifacts that I think you need before Season 10. If you want the full guided breakdown, I got a video linked in the description. This will break down everything you need to know about every artifact and which one's the right for your build. Now that we've got the artifacts out of the way, let me show you exactly how to farm that PvP track. There's a lot of essential gear that only will be good in Season 10, but must-haves. So listen up. It's time to farm your PvP track. As you can tell, I'm a rat. Max level, max pain, max suffering. How exactly do you do this? Click activities. Here you'll have 3 game modes to choose from. Arena, hands down the fastest, but most sweaty. Grab your grease. Capture the flag, OPR, much easier, more relaxed as these are more Zerg heavy. You can turn off your brain and watch anime on the second monitor. But this still requires you to interact with people. And let's be honest, you don't want that. How do we avoid that at all costs? Open up your map, head over to Great Cleave. Here, talk to your commander, vice captain, whatever your faction vendor is, called. Here, do the 3 PvP quests. Once we lock those in, you'll clearly see them stated on your map. Run these endlessly until your eyes melt, your ears bleed. This is hands down the fastest way to level, and no one will ever bother you here. Very rarely do people fight, as when people come over here to farm PvP tracks, they're looking to farm and nothing else, so you shouldn't be bothered. That's going to wrap up our video, boys. If this was helpful, like, subscribe. As always, got more new world content coming your way in Season 10. While you're at it, join the Brotherhood, become a YouTube channel member, cool perks, badge. You can make me as your own personal toy. Huge shout out to my already existing members. Peace.